heads up. Okay. This conversation happened around last week with Prasid, and can you see there are a lot of options that are already existing. They already have a lot of data. So we are trying. He's also using the same notebook LM AI to figure out, and very very deep insights that he also gave in, and I really actually enjoyed is from today, from the part that happened from here, I will not miss out on any, these IPOs. Right now there are a lot of IPOs. 95% of the people I've spoken to have done IPOs basis somebody's telling them. Okay, from now on IPOs will be done using this. You get the DHRP, you put it there and you ask it questions. I'm going to probably uh, you know work with Prasid for more time on this, and we are trying to get in. I don't know how many of you attended DECMA. We there was uh, I forgot that the Hoot person's name. Prakash, what was his name? I forgot. His Dawal. Sorry, Dawal, who helped launch Hoot with Define It. So we are going to have meetings with them. Yes, Dawal Makwana. Yes. So we are going to have meetings with them probably when he's available and see how to integrate a lot more data and bring AI into the Define Edge. But again, that's a long shot. But again, do you know that this is some work that's happening in the background. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I stopped sharing my screen. Can you see?
Yes.
So these are some things that are there, sector tables that will give you, and uh, it was a matrix, right? Keep it price within. This was something that we discuss. Quarterly sales ATH. This thing is this, and I will give FNO. If you go back and see a lot of mutual funds, they are long on futures on these three. Okay, so there are some things that you can. This is a side thing, but these are some things that you can do with fundamental analysis as well. Like now you come here, you enter Bajaj Finance, you see Bajaj Finance, and you see how to go about it. These are one ways you can pick, and then you can this can be your universe for the next 2-3 months, right? And then you plot your D pivots on these. You keep them on your watch list, and then you can do it. Then now you already know quarterly sales and quarterly profit are at ATH. Okay, there is one way you can do it. Now you really want to invest in Airtel Finance and Muthoot Finance, or let's say whatever you got. uh, Let me just plot something. Okay, now we have Aarti Pharma Labs. Okay, now the first thing is you need to look for notebook LM. Okay, you will see Google Notebook LM, and it's a research assistant. Okay, then I go to screener to download. What was the company? I forgot. Aarti Pharma Labs. Okay, guys, I have no idea what Aarti Pharma Labs does ever. I've never even looked at the price action or the chart of this. I don't recall looking at it at all. Okay, I don't know anything about this business. I don't understand, what is total assets, number of equity share, intrinsic value. I don't understand anything. I will come here. There is con calls for Feb 25, November 24. There is financial year, uh, 23 and 24, right? Now, you will get quarterly also on some. On this, you don't have. There is recording as well on some. You don't have recording on some. In this particular notebook, you can use recording as well. You can use transcripts as well, and you can use PDF as well. Okay. Sorry, this is just ignore this. I've done too much of testing. I think I don't know if Samir's on the call. I think I saw his name. Samir, maybe Vinay. We've done quite a bit of things on this. So actually, there's a very important point that Samir mentioned. I will uh, explain it in a bit. Okay. Now what I need to do, I need to get the PDFs of these. Right. Everybody has access to Screener. There is no money to be involved. There's no money to be paid anywhere. Right. Now I will download. What is this? Forget about what this is. This is my transcript of Q3 FY25. Let me download this. I will save it in a folder. I will create a new folder, Aarti Pharma. Okay, dude. This is con call Q3 FY25. Correct? PDF. Done. Close. This is Q2 FY25 con call. This is my annual general meeting for 23-24, and this will be for my 22-23. Okay. I'll call it AGM FY24 and close. Okay, dude. 23. Okay, I don't know why my system is very slow. When I initially started this, it was not this slow. I don't know why this keeps popping up again. I have no. Yeah, it's come. Okay, done. That's it. I don't need this anymore. Now I will come here. I will choose files. I go to my desktop and Aarti Pharma. I will select control, select all and open. It will take a few minutes. It will load. See, can you see here? Now it will give you all details per these four sources. Right? Now you can ask it anything which probably is available in this. It will tell you. First, it will give you a small summary of what is there. RT Pharma Labs has shared transcripts of their Q2, Q3, blah, 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 where they discuss financial results and business highlights. The company operates in three segments. I did not know anything about this. Now it's giving me a brief that it works on xanthine derivatives, API intermediates, and CDMO or CMO. Key topics included revenue growth across segments, capacity against expansion plan, market competition, impact regularity, and plant shutdowns. So there were some plant also that shut down. Okay. The management provided forward-looking statements and responded to questions from analysts and investors regarding the company's performance and future. Overall, they remained optimistic about achieving their financial goals and growth targets. It gave me a summary by reading these four, understanding it. Okay. The first thing that I will look at is a timeline and a briefing document. These two. What it tells me, briefing document is basically it is acting as though you are a very senior executive and you want a brief document. You don't want the overall 160 200 page documents and blah blah blah. Right? If I click on this, it will tell me what are the main timeline events that have happened. It will not give you gyan, and then it will give you fundamental analysis that I've understood now depends on the promoters and how they are running. So it will give you a one liner, maybe one to two sentences of what they are. Right? Just a quick view in a 2 3 minutes read, it has summarized everything for you. Now you read what happened 21, 22, and then 22, 23, blah 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 blah. You have a quick reading. Okay, now you come to the briefing document. In a 5 minute read, it will tell you everything you need to know about Arti Pharma. Okay, briefing documents, executive summary. This was annual general meeting summarized, report financial statements, blah 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 blah. Key operational highlights, manufacturing footprint, what happened, R&D focus, what did they say, product commercialization, what happened, then financial performance and key ratios, turnover and water intensity, trade receivables, debt and equity, investments, financial risk, FY24. FY24 results show increase in several areas. Raw materials components increase from blah blah blah. Financial ratios, governance and compliance. What happened in their governance and compliance? CSR activities. What did they do? Women empowerment and community development. Strategy and marketing positions. Shareholding, investor information. Quotes from sources. Whatever some specific thing. Now, conclusion. Aarti Pharma Lab demonstrates a commitment, growth to sustainability and robust governance. The company's strategic focus on R&D, coupled with established manufacturing infrastructure and diverse product portfolio position in the pharmaceutical industry. So, this looks fairly easily readable note. Is it is it okay? Oh God, somebody was not able to see and I just went on. Kapil, I hope you're able to come back and see. Guys, so far, anything, any questions? If you give it Yogesh, if you give it the PDF, it should definitely read. It will read. It should read. There is no reason why it can't. Any questions? Anything that you guys want me to repeat, or I think it's fairly simple. Yeah. So there is a specific command that Prasid and I worked on, mostly his, and I tweaked it a little, that we are going to see in the next as to what we can do. So there are the notebook itself gives you some specific prompts that you can do, but we will see one primary prompt that we have put together. But apart from that, how to get into notebook and what happens. Yes, Mr. Himanshu, that is the plan. That is a long shot as of now. It probably is the first conversation we've had, and it is a 0.1%, maybe even 0% as of now. But I don't know what the future holds. Yes, Mr. Ajit, that is the plan, which is now I'm doing this so that I can take feedback, inputs. You guys can tell me what kind of prompts, because you can see a lot of things where order books are talking that this and that, and for HL, for PSU specifically, the order book is very high, but when are they planning to execute? What is the position of those orders that were in the order books previously? These are the questions that are driving the prices down, that we as retailers are not able to see, and this will help me see it. Like I will give, like exactly what I gave now, I will give it previous 3 or 4 quarters, and I will say, what, can you go over the orders in the previous in the order book section, and tell me what is the current status of those orders? Are they being executed on time? Are there delays? Or what are the main reasons of, or has it been even cancelled? You can dig as deep as you can think, right? Each one will have your own way, but you can dig as deep. That document should be able to provide a lot of information for you. Himanshu says, good direction of travel. We can live with doing with manually for now. Yes, absolutely. The more you are trying to do manual, the more you are learning to give input to the AI engines that are going to come into the future, right? In the next 1 year, 2 years, I'm 500%. I don't know. Somebody shared. I couldn't really watch that SOIC video, that they're using this and the prompts are already there. But if you go back and check at define edges section, somebody has shared that SOIC has already done it, and hands down, so far that I've seen, like maybe 5,000 videos on YouTube, hands down, that SOIC guy is bloody awesome in fundamental at least. So if he's done something, then I think it is worth having a look for sure. Ishmit, yes, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with names today. Ishmit, yes, yes, 100%. Okay, coming back, right? This is already, Jaimin. I think we are late to the party. This is, I think, already with bigger fund managers. This already is there. But I think probably add another 15 more layers of advancement to what we are looking at. Maybe even 25 more, because they are big fund managers. Those three keywords are good enough. They have resources, they can get the help, they have the high, they have the talent, and they have the infrastructure to get it done and get it up and running. So which is which is fair. That is why they are big. Their funds, they have funds and they're managing them, right? People like us are trusting them and giving them the funds to manage, right? Which is fair, but it's a good start for us. Don't go so deep into what they're doing, and let's have a look at what uh, I have. So this is, can you still see my screen? Yes, I think you can. Okay, now I want to, first rule of mine is, uh, you know, tell me about the business. What are the promoters doing? Authenticity. Somebody called out risk factors, key competitors, new business triggers. What are its growth factors? Valuation, if there's anything that you can do. Total addressable market, economic moat, and everything else needed to analyze a company for investment. This is by far the most, you know basic outline driving company understanding information I need. But the good part is, you can see Notebook LM has already done some work. How does Aarti Pharma Labs plan to navigate competition and achieve growth targets? This, I think, would have been spoken in one of the con calls, right? Now, what is the capacity, or what is something for capacity expansion, and how will Atali contribute? I think Atali is probably one of their systems. You can ask, what is Atali here, right? What are the key drivers and challenges impacting profitability across business segments? You can ask, what are the different business segments that Aarti Pharma Labs is doing, and what is the revenue segregation, and what's happening. For example, in an IT firm, you can see how many new clients have they got, like in this quarter. How many retained clients, how many clients are, like if you're talking TCS, Infi, Accenture, then how many, what is the client base of 0 to 10 million dollars, 10 to 50 million dollars, 50 to 100 million dollars, and greater than 100 million dollars. Give me a breakout of the last 6 quarters or 8 quarters, if you have that kind of data, right? You can dig, you can imagine and dig. It will give you. It's a fun tool to just keep playing around, right? Somewhere or the other it will come. Okay, quickly coming back, I said tell me everything about blah blah blah, so it tells me business overview, right? It's telling me where to look. If I click on this one, it will tell me which file, where it has gone, and it will take you to the section. Let's go at it. See, it will tell you where it studied from as well. Okay, so this also is a good place if you want to validate the authenticity of the information, or you want to read a little more. You will be able to read in that specific section as well. It will take you. Aarti Pharma operates in three segments, blah, blah, blah. Then it company manufactures APIs for therapeutic process, blah, 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 blah. This is the overview. What are the different products and its services it does. Then financial performance in FY 23-24, what happened? EBITDA, the company expects an EBITDA growth. You see results, right? That estimate was this, they expected was this, and it did not meet estimates. Though it made profits, it did not meet estimates. This is exactly what happened with Accenture. I think they had an estimate of 11% growth, and they did 8.5, 9, which is why their stock also collapsed, right? Long term goal over 15% EBITDA growth. Their long term growth is this much. Then what happens to total income? These are common basic English sentences that will come. like promoters and management. Who are these people? You can ask for more information if it can fetch and give you. Shareholding, promoter group is holding 46, individuals hold 31, FPIs hold 8.32, and insurance DIIs hold 6.5. Geographic footprint and sales, where all they are doing. Manufacturing facilities centers in India. If you dig deeper, you will see where all in India. Or you can ask it. My system is acting too funny. See, total national 11 plants and 3 research and development centers. Right, 17 international. It has 17 markets served. You can go deeper, guys. I'm not going to spend too much time. Then who are its customers? Serves B2B segment, industries such as pharmaceutical, food, beverages, polymers, additives, agrochemicals. The company's customers include innovators and large pharmaceutical companies. If you click on this, of course, you will see who are those, probably who are some of those companies that they're working with. Risk factors and mitigation, growth factors and strategies. What is the company strategy in the future that's going to happen? Then what is total addressable market? The Indian API market was estimated to be so many $billion in 23 and is expected to grow at a CAGR of 7.7%. Then Indian domestic is blah 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 blah. Corporate governance, then it's giving you some additional points as well, right? Now, this is very simple things. These are very simple but very required. We get outdated data 100%, sir Vinayak. I think that is there for sure. But something that you can try and figure out, which I learned from having discussions like this, is, now let me open Arti Pharma. Why this has gone to 1 minute? Give me 1 second, please. So let me have a look at this. Right now, something I think Samir is there, not there. What he told me to have a go further and research is, let's take monthly. I think there's not much of data in this. You can have a look at something else. You analyze. Let's just go to, I think the recent one was this datamatics. Okay, study study what, this is the COVID thing, but study what happened during these. Let me make it quarter. Okay, it becomes easier. Study these quarters, give input of these quarters. When it gave a nice up move, what happened in these quarters that triggered this move? Right, you can try and see if you can create a pattern. That is my current work. Right, that is what I'm doing. I'm not saying that is right, wrong, nothing. I'm saying what he said made me understand that probably there may be a change in the way datamatics was doing something, which they acquired 2 3 companies that, now that I know, maybe they started giving better results around these quarters, and then the full potential started coming out of those acquisitions. That is something that I've got to so far. But again, there is a method. I think this exact point is very specific to Vinayak saying market discounts everything. I 1000 a million percent agree it. But now I want to stay one step, not stay, attempt to stay one step ahead by trying and understanding what happened in the previous consolidation phases in this particular company that triggered a move. Then what we can try and do is, you can try and give an input to all the, let's take IT industry. You have 10, or let's take Nifty Bank. You have 12 banking sectors. You give all the quarterly results of those 12 banks. You ask it to compare it between each other. You ask it to make a table. You ask it to make a visualization. You ask it anything you want, boss. Just play around with it. That tells you, that gives you the kind of information that you need. If you don't know that information, ask it from, you start from here. you know you start from here and you keep moving out. Like, you keep picking up, segments here. The company operates in three segments. Can you give me everything related to these topics or these segments? What is the revenue generated per this? What is the future predicted for this? In simple, if you really want to come down to that part, can you give me the EPS trend for Aarti Pharma and also estimate the future EPS for 3 to 4 quarters or for any period you have visibility to. Just give it. Let's see what happens. There's nothing. If the earning per share increases is when the company's things get better, right? It's done its study. Future FY standalone was this much. 21 22 23 24 22 23 consolidated. 21, something happened in this year. There was a lot of revenue or EPS that came down, right? Almost 50% EPS is down. Then again it's back to almost 70% up. There's a very clear consolidated variance here. 21 became 13, 13 became 24, right? There's a big difference here. Then factors including influencing, it will tell you what are the factors. Future EPS, it's trying to make an estimation. While an exact EPS estimation for the next 3 to 4 quarters isn't available, some inferences can be drawn considering the historical data and growth strategies and a potential estimate. Aarti Pharma Labs aims for a long-term EBITDA growth of 15%. We read it previously. If revenue and net profit grow at a similar rate, EPS could also see a corresponding growth. So now, when you're tracking the next EPS, Aarti Pharma, you can see if these are matching. If this growth is equal, you can keep notes. You can try and figure out how to make your own play at this. Expansion in regulated markets and focus on high margin business. So CDMO is a high margin business for Aarti Pharma Labs. Now you can keep a track of CDMO group of companies. How are they faring? What is their PE, or what is their return rate, sales, and operating profits and all of that. Based on historical EPS trends, company aim for 15% growth at this rate. It is important to note that these are rough estimations. Numerous factors can influence the actual EPS, and a detailed financial model is required for more precise projection. But you got where to look at, right? It did not tell you a buy or a sell. You can ask it. Basis your understanding of the financials provided provided in the AGM and with the EPS available, what is your recommendation for Aarti Pharma? Is it a buy, sell, or hold? Give me a justification for your response. See, I don't need to know financials. I need to know what input to give it. Okay, it's saying financial revenue and profitability, EPS growth, future growth, then business segments and strategies, risk factors, valuation, and exact valuation, blah blah blah. Recommendation based on the analysis, a buy or hold recommendation appears to be appropriate. Justification for buy: the company shows consistent financial performance, potential for growth in its CDMO or CMO segment, API business, and capacity expansion in the xanthine derivatives, strong focus on R&D and global partnership. Justification for hold: if an investor already holds Aarti Pharma shares, maintaining the position could be considered as company's growth perspective. Blah 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 is good. This is basically provided on the information provided. Makes sense. Okay. Or or the one where they bank with just saying, yeah, yeah. Which this tool is fantastic. Just generated a similar report on Deepak Nitrate, and it succinctly brought out key issues. Fantastic. Thank you. If you can help us with the kind of uh, prompts that you have given, it might benefit us all, including me. Maybe it also gives me ways to try and play around with this. But I'm sure it would help us all if you can just show us or put the prompts that you put to identify the key issues. Well, this is what I have. This is how we can do this. And one of the main. Okay, I asked what was the reason for decline in EBITDA. Fantastic. It can be as simple as that. Right, guys? I think this is the purpose. I'm going to make a note of this. Chat GPT may help without login. We can use NSC data I did for ICICI Bank. Yes, yes, you can use any AI, but I chose Notebook LM without login, but we can use NSC data. I did it for ICICI Bank. Very good, sir. I think Vinayak, I think if that's the whole point is how we could use. I use ChatGPT on a daily basis. I use Copilot on a daily basis, but I felt the user interface and the timeline structure and the briefing document for somebody who is a working professional and who's really interested to know just about enough information. That kind of information was already available in this, and that's the reason why I went with Notebook LM. Like if you're going to do IPO as well, if you're going to well, you can get the quick introductions and basic updates on these instantly without typing anything, right? Hi Samir, I think you've raised your hand. Prakash, I think you'll need to unmute Samir, but I think they can unmute. Yes, Manish, I've actually had a look at it. I think Grow's IPO channel is good, but you know there may be certain things that you'll want to learn in the long run. That is, watching them is good. I get knowledge, but do I get to go into and research companies a little more detailed and get that maybe 0.5% more uh, conviction to enter that position or apply for that IPO? I think I will take that any day. But my research helps me. Yes, yes, please, Samir. I'm waiting for you to speak.
Yeah, Wish, after we discuss now,
Yeah,
there is one more thing, perplexity, perplexity AI.
perplexity. Yeah, yes.
Perplexity, okay.
Yeah,
Where you can copy a chart, look Datamatics chart
yeah,
on quarterly and
yeah,
paste over there and ask Perplexity that what make fundamental changes that prices shoot up.
yeah,
Then you will get an answer that in August 2024, the price gained 9.91% and locked 21% circuit. The surge followed the company's announcement of a partnership with Microsoft, developed AI solution using Caploids.
it's
So
fantastic.
from there you can get answer of all these things.
Okay, because
Like
I was trying the same thing with Google's
yeah,
Gemini.
but Google,
There also you can paste. It didn't
Google
give this.
Google not providing this chart
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you can copy and paste chart over there also.
Okay, fantastic.
So you
Okay,
go and research that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic. I think that's also a good one.
Hmm.
I'm also trying to figure out how to feed in new searches for a company in the LM. Okay, that I don't know. But yeah, Samir, I think I'm going to do this for sure. Let me also try and
Yeah.
give this also as an input. Like along with the four, I'll give the quarterly input also, and I will play around and we'll see how that looks. No, fantastic.
Look, presently I am going with cloud, CLAUD cloud, Perplexity, this
Yeah,
Google Notebook LLM, and Chat GPT. You can ask same question to all four.
yeah,
And there is a one more trick. In Google LLM, there is a restriction of 50 inputs, 50
hmm,
source input. Okay.
hmm,
So what we can do? we download all the PDF,
Okay.
then we go to free I love PDF, then we merge all PDF in one.
Okay.
So there is only one source input.
Yeah. But the
So
data is there for a lot.
yeah,
Okay.
so you
Fantastic.
can go for that also.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Very nice. Hmm. Hmm. No, but this is a good one as well, right? You can make this as a techno funda approach as well by giving it charts.
yeah,
Yeah. 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 No, no, it's a good one. I can put a prompt that says, try and study the fundamentals using the last two annual reports, quarterly reports, con calls, and study the chart as well, and tell me your recommendation as to what it looks like.
yeah. And what we spoke about that Kiri Industries, no? So
Yeah,
you can ask them what is the litigation process and what is the progress on that also.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Even though you can ask for this about that crypto wala, this Wazirex.
Correct.
So that will give you a current situation of what is going there.
Samir, I think there's a question. That question is to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Screenshots of charts or trading view links
No, no,
that you
screenshot of
provided.
charts. Screenshots of charts.
Screenshots,
Yeah.
Simanshu. Hmm. Okay, I think that's everything from me. I think I also took something back. Very interesting. I hope you guys got some good Saturday afternoon entertainment as well.
Not entertainment, sir. It is wealth. खजाना है सर खजाना.
It has to be entertainment, no? You have to enjoy it.
Exactly, you're right.
Yeah,
विश्वा भाई, मेरा
yeah.
एक अप्रोच है. I just want to discuss with you all seniors. See,
Please.
all these mutual fund managers, they try to beat the Nifty 50 benchmark. Nifty 50 is giving, means it may give a return of 10 to 12%. In a longer run, it may give 13%. They are trying to beat 13%. We'll take it as 13%. Means they will say 15% if I am getting a CAGR of 15%, I am beating the benchmark. But
Yeah.
what I am trying to do is, I don't know how much I may succeed, and how I may be wrong also. Uh,
Hmm.
1% of a day on our capital, on any trade, on any type of trade. It may be options, it may be stock, it may be stocks in cash, it may be stocks in futures, anything. When I sit on the screen, 1% is my target of my total capital deployed.
Okay.
50% is my win ratio. So if I trade for 200 days, 100%, 100 days is my hit ratio, means 50% is my hit ratio.
Hmm.
Can I get average return of 60 to 80%?
I am not there yet, sir. I got your question. I think that is beyond my imagination, 60 to 80%. But see, I think honestly, I think if you're looking at 1% per day, and then you are looking at it on a daily basis.
Yes, sir.
Like I have difficulties in understanding daily basis systems, because achieving that on a daily basis is otherworldly activity for me. It is going to be very difficult, even if you have a 1:1 ratio. Forget about 1:2 or 1:3, right? It is very difficult, and you need to have a bang on system that it is possible, but it is possible by an algo. Human emotions should be out. As long as you get 3 4 good days, you become something else in the head. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying if your system is good, and if you can get an algo to do it for you, removing the emotional component that a human brings to the desk, I think why not? As
Sir,
long as
one
human
second.
component is there, I don't think it's
Okay,
possible.
that is right. I just interpreted you.
On the
So,
lighter side, Victor, I'll share something. There is
yes,
one trader who does trading along with me. We are a group of traders together.
Right.
Whatever he sees on the screen and he feels he trades that उसके against trade लेता है against the emotion and he keeps on winning. उसकी strike rate 70% है.
Very nice. Very, very nice. See, some works for some people, right? It's my opinion, maybe 1000% incorrect to Jitendra's logic. But what works in the market for you, you take it, you keep making your money, and you keep going.
Yes sir,
That's all.
1% अगर हम अपने my feeling is 1% अगर मैं target रख लूंगा ना, my brain is preoccupied कि 1% करना है and then we are not focusing on the setups.
Correct. But for some people, that might be a motivational factor.
Yeah.
We can't. That's what I'm saying, right? There's no one answer to this. But if it works according to me, the best way, that if I'm looking at reward of 1% a day, and 0.5% stop loss a day, like a 1:2, I'll go any day. Rajinder, any algo person here who will help me for scalping in options? We don't know, sir. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Vinay, he's done some extensive work with Define Edge's this thing. Maybe he might be able to help you.
Sure, why this question came to my mind? Because see, any day it may be red or green in the indices. There are
Hmm.
some stocks which are performing more than 2%.
Yeah,
2%.
yeah, yeah.
How to catch these stocks? This is very important. This is how we can uh, achieve our 1% goal. But it is a bit tough for a person like me because I'm a commerce student. I don't know anything about technicals.
Mm. We are engineers and we have no idea about that
Fundamentals.
side.
You are right. You are
Yeah.
right, sir. You don't know anything about balance sheets. I don't know anything about
Yeah,
technical. Yeah,
yeah,
you are
it
right.
is.
You are
The
right.
world is very similar.
Ah.
Okay, I think I need to drop. I need to head. But thank you. If there's any questions, please drop me a note. I think I also learned a lot. Thank you, Samir. Thank you. I think Yogesh, that for the risk factor thing. Have a good rest of the weekend, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Thanks, Prakash.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks, all
Bye.
of you. Thanks. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.